Hi everyone, Sandra Vale here again at Homesteading Ways. I hope you guys had a fabulous Christmas and a very good New Year's. We did. This past year, we had 2 grandbabies born. So that was really nice to have them at Christmas time. It was always a lot of fun to have little kids and babies around at Christmas. And then this New Year's Eve, one of our sons got married to the love of his life, so that was a fabulous way to start the new year. And Paul and I are really looking forward to it. We have some challenges coming up, but we also have a lot of good stuff to look forward to as well. And I hope you do too. Sometimes it's hard to see the good stuff when there's bad things clouding your vision a little bit, but just stay focused, and tomorrow's always another day and a new start and all of that. So I wanted to talk to you guys kind of about that. It is the beginning of January 2017. So people are always asking, did you start any New Year's resolutions, or what are yours going to be? And personally, I don't like New Year's resolutions. It kind of makes me think of negative stuff. Every time someone talks about resolutions, they always are, well, not always, but a lot of times they're referring to things they're going to give up. They're going to go on a diet and lose weight. They're going to quit eating sugar, quit smoking, quit drinking, quit whatever it is they deem they need to stop doing. But I like to look at it more in a positive light. It's a fresh beginning, a whole new year. It's like, the year coming up is an empty slate, and you can fill it how you want, and you can do what you want. You just gotta stay focused and determined. Determination and discipline really will get you a long ways. So I make goal sheets as opposed to resolutions. What are my goals for 2017? And I actually have an outline right here of my goals. I have 10 major goals set up here, and you can make however many you want. I just think if you have too many of them, then it's going to be hard to focus on all of them, So the way I do it is I start off with these 10, and their main goals, I guess, is what I would say. Like one of them here is to get more fruits and veggies in my diet, in my Paul's. And I did that specifically. Paul wants to lose a little weight. I wouldn't mind dropping a few pounds. But overall, what it is we want to eat healthier. And by eating healthier and getting healthier, I don't want to think about everything we're going to be giving up. Because then it seems like you're on a diet, and to me, diets really don't work. We want more of a lifestyle change, something that's going to stick, something we can be happy with, something that's going to help us overall. So instead of saying we can't have this, that, and the other thing, I have written down here, we're going to eat this many more servings of vegetables a day, stuff like that. So this is a main goal here, but then on another sheet of paper, I do my offshoots, or what I call offshoots. So with my first goal of eating however many servings of fruits or vegetables a day, I kind of put in there, well, how am I going to achieve that? And you can do that with any of your goals. You set that big goal, and then you start writing out the little things you may need to do in order to achieve that. For instance, one of the things on here is we want to eat less wheat. Well, just writing down eat less wheat probably won't get us what we want, the results that we want, because it's vague and it's out there and it's not in front of us, I guess. So I'll write down, eat less wheat, but then I'll subcategorize it, I guess, by saying, instead of using pasta noodles, we're going to start eating rice, potatoes, or other vegetables in place of the pasta. I have on there that I want to learn to make a wheatless bread, stuff like that. And that's what you can do with your own goals list. Have as many reminders of your goals as possible on a daily basis. Let's say you want to drop 20 pounds this year. Well, you could, print up some great pictures of yourself from, I don't know, 20 pounds ago and slap them on your mirror, stuff like that. You can just put your goal weight, that number, taped to your fridge or your computer or wherever you tend to spend a lot of time, even on the rear view mirror of your car if you need to. Something so that that goal is always in your mind, and don't attach negative stuff with it. Don't sit there and think about, oh, now I can't have my latte with extra whipped cream anymore, and don't deprive yourself in such a way that the goal doesn't seem worth it. So if you can't have that latte with whipped cream, maybe you can allow yourself twice a week, to have a flavored coffee with a little sugar in it. That's not going to completely sabotage you, and you'll still feel as if you're accomplishing your goal without completely sacrificing everything. And that's kind of how I look at the New Year's resolutions, the goal setting. I mean, we may not always make all our goals, but if you don't write them down and if you don't actively pursue them, then they're never going to happen. I mean, maybe you'll only get halfway there, but that's a lot further than if you have never tried or started to begin with. There's going to be obstacles. Things are going to get in your way. Nothing ever seems to go smoothly sometimes, especially when you're looking long term, Just know it's going to happen. And you might have to tinker with your plans a little bit and change things here and there. It's not the end of the world. One great thing for a goal for homesteaders I found over the years, and that's even if I don't set everything in stone and follow it hardcore, is I will always have myself learn a new skill. Now, I've learned quite a few new skills over the last few years, but there's still a ton more I could learn. I taught myself to can, water bath, and pressure. I taught myself how to make bread. I did try, I honestly tried to learn to knit. Went to a class, paid my money. The instructor lady was beautiful, she was patient, she was kind, she was wonderful. But a week or two after being at home and trying again, it just wasn't happening. I'm just not good at that stuff. I wanted to be so bad, but it wasn't for me. But I tried it, I tried to learn that new skill, and it wasn't a skill that I was good at, but at least now I know that, and I can move on to something else, and you should try it too. None of us knows what we're really capable of until we try. And so get that goals list out, and if you have to tinker with it, if you have to change something, in February or July, then go ahead and change it up. It's not the end of the world. Try something different. If you, get a few weeks into something and you find out it's really not for you, don't keep beating at that horse. Move on to something else. But just always have a goal or have a project, have something that you can end up feeling satisfied about. When you always have some kind of goal going on, whether it's a big goal or a little goal. Those help us to keep motivated and to feel satisfied, to know that we accomplished something. Whether it's planting a little seed in a cup and taking care of it and nurturing it till it's full size and producing fruit, or learning how to work on your car. Both of those can be very self-satisfying, but you're doing something for yourself. You're learning to become more self-sustainable. You're relying on your own wits, your own knowledge, and your own hands. And that is a great, great feeling. So sit down with a pad of paper sometime this week, find a few minutes to do it, and write down what you'd like to accomplish this year. What would you like to try? What would you like to say to yourself at the end of 2017? You know, I did that. I didn't know how to do it, you know, in January, but I accomplished this, and I'm pretty proud of myself. And what am I going to do next year? You know, it's a great feeling. It's really a good feeling, and it gives you something to look forward to every day. It's just that little extra step that keeps you happy, that keeps you going. Even when life wants to throw curveballs at you, you can keep going. Well, anyhow, I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. It was nice of you to do that. Please leave me some comments. What are your goals for this year? I'd love to hear about them. Don't forget to visit the website, homesteadingways.com. That would be great. We're also on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. And our videos come out every Wednesday at 6 p.m. So if you subscribe, they'll go straight to your feed. Make sure to turn your notifications on too. It was nice talking to you guys, and you take care.